I do believe that the Shabbat or the Sabbath is the mystery, the secret that so many Christians overlook. I'll tell you my own life. I turn off my phone on Friday night. It goes back on Sunday. When I fly back, it is all family, all Saturday. For 6 days you shall work, and the seventh day you shall rest. Let's remember what the Bible says about the Sabbath. God himself rested on the seventh day. I mean, I'm going to challenge you guys on one thing, and Allie, I don't know if you know this. Last July, I was traveled all across the country last year. I was getting really stressed and just worn down, typical stuff that happens on the road. And a pastor friend of mine said, Charlie, you got to take a Sabbath. And I was like, oh, we're not bound by that commandment, whatever. And he really convicted me. So every Friday night, I take a Jewish Sabbath, turn off my phone, Friday night to Saturday night. The world cannot reach me, and I get nothing from the world. It will bless you infinitely. Now, I will say, there's debate in some theological circles that we are bound to it because it predated the law. God rested after creation. So I want you to think about that. So Friday night to Saturday night, no one can reach me.
In your research, what did you find? Like, why did Christians start keeping Sunday?
Yeah, so it started with the Catholic Church, and it was a change to saying the Sabbath is the Lord's Day or Resurrection Day. I disagree. It says on the seventh day. I believe the seventh day is the traditional Jewish calendar. I have a different, even more macro view of that we should not ever play games with God's perfect calendar.
Candace brings out some of these text messages that she has, and you can see it just lost another huge, as Charlie said, huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year, because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. God bless Charlie Kirk. Charlie was early waking up. You have to understand, we went through that process. We were very pro-Israel years and years ago, just like Charlie. I mean, we had Unconditionally You Stand With Israel Facebook page. We promoted it, interviewed. I applaud Candace for being brave enough to tackle this issue.
So Charlie writes in this group chat, just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. Charlie writes, Jewish donors play into all of the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. So again, this is 48 hours before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He was very clear and he was very explicit, and he did not back down.
So I tell my wife that it's officially Charlie Kirk Remembrance Day on October 14th. And you know what she says to me? She says, oh, like the song. Like the song. It was the 14th of October and that t-shirt off your shoulder. It was the 14th of October and that t-shirt off your shoulder. You took my hand and we pretended like I was your guy.
I love you. I love you so much.
And you know what the next line is? For 30 minutes, we played that game. And that Coldplay song you were singing, this song was written in 2017. And Coldplay just happened to make a pretty big splash in the news recently. Taking shots like it was nothing. Do I even need to go there? Did the Running Man, you loved it? Kind of made me think of something. You brushed your blonde hair and kissed me out of nowhere.
I know. I love you so much.
I can still show you the spot where it all went down. Oh, and just a reminder, that song is called Unforgettable. Kind of like that's probably the most unforgettable thing that has ever happened to this generation of kids that they're trying to traumatize like they did to me and people my age with 9/11. But I'm sure the writer of that song is a really good guy. And they made sure that he celebrated his 33rd birthday in the news. And oh,
what if I told you the whole Charlie Kirk tragedy already happened exactly 27 years ago? This is gonna f*** your mind. So there's a movie from 1998 called Snake Eyes starring Nicolas Cage, in which a political figure named Charles Kirkland, that's his actual name in the movie, gets by a sniper in the neck in the exact same spot as Charlie Kirk at a public event. Now, in the opening scene of the movie, there's a sign for this event that shows us it also took place on September 10th, the same day it happened, during a boxing event headlined by a boxer named Tyler the Executioner. Tyler Robinson is being accused of committing the execution in real life. During the scene, Cage is heard asking about his lucky number, while we see someone holding up a giant 7. Recently, Elon Musk announced that every spacecraft launched in 2026 will bear the number 77 as a tribute to Charlie Kirk. Why 77? I don't know, maybe someone can tell me. If it wasn't obvious enough, there's also this massive all-seeing eye on a blimp or something watching the entire sequence of events go down. That's because the movie is called Snake Eyes, and 2025 also happens to be the year of the snake. Promotional posters for the film feature the tagline, "Believe everything except your eyes." Oh, and was also filmed in the Trump Hotel in Atlantic City. Believe everything except your eyes. I don't even know how else anyone could possibly explain this. Simulation confirmed.
In the movie, the heavyweight boxer Lincoln Tyler is in the ring during a championship match when the assassination happens. So Lincoln Tyler, like the suspect of the Charlie Kirk incident, was Tyler Robinson. His nickname is the Executioner. He's Lincoln the Executioner Tyler. In the movie, the assassination of Charles Kirkland, it happens on September 10th. When did the assassination of Charlie Kirk allegedly take place? September 10th, guys. It's the same day. In the movie, Charles Kirkland is shot in the neck, and it happens on September 10th. I mean, that's unbelievable, okay? And this goes with all the other 666 connections. Remember, Charlie Kirk allegedly died 6 years, 66 days after the Charlie Kirk show started. When Tyler Robinson was born, the actor who plays Charles Kirkland was 66 years, 6 months old, to go with all this. And look at all the 666 hand signs. Remember, Trump is Mr. MAGA. MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan. Remember, there's a lightning bolt on the tent in Utah. Satan falls like lightning in Luke 10:18. And if you're still not convinced, the actor who plays Charles Kirkland, Joel Fabiani, he's 88 years old right now, guys. Remember, Kirk was allegedly shot 88 days after Trump's birthday. And Turning Point USA equals 88 and Trump equals 88.
Always showcase old movies on Saturday. I wanted to do a Saturday movie showcase breakdown on an oldie but goodie, a flick from 1998 named Snake Eyes starring Nicolas Cage. Let's first talk about the director, Brian De Palma, who is a legend. He's done movies like Carrie, Scarface, The Untouchables, Carlito's Way,
Did you ever kill anybody?
The First Mission Impossible, Bonfires of the Vanity. He's a legend. This time his name is Tyler the Executioner. Remember that. Okay, so it's fight night. September 10th. Remember that. Nicolas Cage plays a cop who is helping out in the protection of a federal asset, Secretary of State Charlie Kirkland. Secretary of State Charlie Kirkland.
United States of America, Mr. Charles Kirkland. And seated next to the Secretary of Land needs no introduction.
Great idea. Put a flashing light on your head while you're at it.
So again, in case you're not following, it is September 10th, fight night, where the champion, Tyler the Executioner, is fighting, and in the stands is Secretary of State Charlie Kirkland. And it's in Atlantic City, where a famous guy I know bankrupts some casinos. Nevertheless, back to the fight. Shortly after the fight starts, a blonde woman wearing all white comes and sits next to Charlie Kirkland. Cage pulls out his gold Trump phone and surprise.
My lucky number. What?
Charlie Kirkland plow in the neck. Tyler the Executioner is dumbfounded.
There's a reason as to why many people felt that there was something off about Erica Kirk. I had no idea who she was, never even looked at her before. But when I saw her stand up for the first time to speak after the Charlie Kirk assassination, I had the strangest gut feeling that said this woman is not whom she portrays herself to be. I can't believe that this woman is already hosting the Charlie Kirk show, talking about Charlie Kirk, selling merchandise in Charlie Kirk's name and in Charlie Kirk's honor. here she is, smiling. Is this someone who is grieving a loved one? Is this someone who is mourning a loved one? Or is this someone who is trying hard to put on a performance, but she's a terrible actress? It is noteworthy to note that Charlie Kirk's own relatives and family never attended the memorial service. The emphasis on that night was Erica Kirk. But I want you to pay attention to her eyes. The Bible says that the eyes are the windows to the soul. And this was for the whole world to see during the memorial service when she was acting and trying to quote a Bible verse. Are you well aware that she is already back on Turning Point podcast and they began to launch the Charlie Kirk show? And look at the expression on her face and everybody else there, and they're talking even about the late Charlie Kirk, and not a single worry, not a single one of them gives the vibe that something tragic happened. Somebody who they loved so dearly has perished in the most brutal way, but they seem to be laughing and acting like everything is perfect. You can't tell me that this is the face of a grieving widow. It's all theatrics. But you know what is not theatrics? Her past, her history, and her connections.
Scottsdale, Caitlin Willenchik. That means your new Miss Arizona USA 2012 is Erica Franzwey.
Erica Kirk's mother goes by the name Lori Franzwey, and she is the CEO of a major security company called E3 Tech Group, and they have defense contracts, and she had contracts and still has contracts with the government operating for the Department of Defense, and also operates with big names like NASA. That beauty pageant was owned by Donald J. Trump. Now make note, this is before she had met Charlie Kirk. She was about 17 years old at the time of her winning this beauty pageant. After this, she, at the tender age of 17, would then go to Romania and then open a ministry called Romanian Angels. And this ministry, and this was a children's ministry that also was receiving funding and receiving aid from the US military. At the time of their operation in Romania, there was an unusual activity that was detected by the Romanian government, which then forced the government to end up shutting down Romanian Angels and to kick off the Americans who were operating at that site because children were going missing. It's quite interesting that she was connected to Trump, and Trump's name is connected to Epstein, and Epstein's name is linked with the country that has a hexagram for its symbol on its flag. You know what I'm talking about. So I want to make you think about something here. You've got a 17-year-old beautiful young lady who is the face of this ministry, Romanian Angels. She is the CEO of this ministry, and through her you've got big names behind her like Trump, and Trump is linked with Epstein, and Epstein is linked with so many billionaires. My brothers and sisters, this was an agent in operation. And she also has the rings in her hand that belongs to Freemasonry. And I'm going to point this out to you as well. Charlie Kirk, before he met Erica, or before they were brought together, I have no reason to believe that they accidentally just bumped into each other. It was orchestrated for them to be together. Why do I say this? Well, think about it. Charlie Kirk, before he stepped up on the scene, his father was the architect that actually helped build or design Trump Tower. So Trump Tower was made by the help of Charlie Kirk's father. Wait a second. So now we've got Trump linked with Charlie Kirk's dad, and you've got Trump linked with Erica Kirk through his beauty pageant, and her mother has been linked to the government through the Department of Defense, and both Erica Kirk and her mother, they also have connections with Israel. Then you've got Charlie Kirk. Him and his family also are linked to Israel as well. And they all are connected through Trump. And here they are brought together. Wait a second. Are you beginning to see that nothing is accidental? It was not an accident. It was all by design.